Hi, in this video, I'm going to show you how to bulk import academic cycles to Walico Admin. If you want to save time, add your classes or the clubs to the system before importing. This lets you assign the classes directly in the import template. But don't worry, if you haven't added the classes yet or the clubs, you can always add and assign them manually later. Now let's start. First, go to the bulk action screen under School Management. On the bulk action type, select academic cycle data, then select the necessary fields. Select the school. Here you can select multiple schools, but for example, I will only be selecting one school, which is Test Green School. If your school or your program has multiple interventions, then make sure to check on this checkbox. Now, click on Generate. Template file generation completed, click on OK. Download the academic cycle data template by clicking here. Once downloaded, open the file. And this is what the template looks like. To fill this in, on the bottom, you can see there are multiple sheets. To fill in the academic cycle data, you can simply go to each sheet and copy the data available here. Now let's start. For example, I'm going to fill in the school. So I will go to the school sheet and copy the school name, go back to the academic cycle sheet and paste it here. Okay, same process for intervention. Go to the intervention sheet, copy the intervention, for example, mixed primary. Go back to the academic cycle sheet and paste it here. And for the academic year, go to the academic year sheet, and here we have to match the academic year with the interventions. So for example, the first academic cycle that we will be importing will be using the mixed primary intervention. So we will select the academic year based on the option here. So I'm going to copy and paste it here. Now enter the academic cycle name. For example, I'm going to name it Test 1. And the start date will be from the 1st January until the 20th of March. Here you can select whether the academic cycle will be active or inactive. For the multiple interventions programs or school, then you can have multiple academic cycle active at the same time. But if your school or program only use single interventions, then you can only have one active academic cycle. So I'm going to have this academic cycle active, so I'm going to type in 1. Now let's enter the attendance type. Go to the attendance type sheet, and here you have multiple options. For example, I'm going to select daily and paste it here. The session type column should be filled only for those schools that will be using the session-based attendance type. Since we will be using daily, so we can leave it blank. Now select the outcomes type. I'm going to select formal and paste it here. And for the classes, you can only see the classes under the classes sheet if you have added the classes or the clubs before the bulk import academic cycle process. And for the school, we can see that we already have some classes here. So we can just copy and paste it here. You can assign multiple classes or clubs to an academic cycle. So for example, I'm going to assign 2 classes under the first academic cycle. We'll go back to the classes sheet, copy. Make sure to separate the classes with comma and a space. Then you can paste the other class. Okay, and do the same process for other academic cycles that you will be importing. Once completed, don't forget to fill in the serial number. Okay, save it. Go back to Walico Admin. Click on Choose File. Select the file we just updated and then click on Open. Now click on Import. File import completed, click on OK. Now let's check whether the academic cycle have been successfully imported by going to the Add Academic Cycle screen. Select the necessary fields. And here you can see that the academic cycles have been successfully imported. Okay, and that is how to bulk import academic cycles to Walico Admin.